Megan Hicks of I Run Far. I'm with Robert Hajnal. It's a couple days before the 2019 UTMB. We are back at UTMB. How are you doing?
Hi Megan. I'm really good, thanks, and really relaxed.
Well, you seem pretty chill.
Yes, I just arrived a couple of days ago and I had time to stay on the swimming pool and it was amazing to see the Mont Blanc and the swimming pool in the same time.
So, returning here as last year's second place finisher, how does it feel to arrive to Chamonix for UTMB week with that on your resume now?
It feels really good,
Okay.
but I try to not put pressure on myself. It's hard to do it, but in the same time it's like another race, and I had this experience from last year and I take it like a good thing, not a bad thing to have.
So you've had quite an adventure since your race here last year. We've seen you race at the Trail World Championships, also the Madeira Island Ultra Trail. What else have you been up to this year?
So after the UTMB, I'm going to race in US in Grand
This
to Grand
year?
Ultra. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's only 3 weeks from now.
Uh-huh.
I just hope that my visa will be accepted, and that's my plan. To visit in the same time, it will be my birthday, my 30th birthday.
Uh-huh.
So it will be a perfect place to be and to spend my holiday there.
Last year was a pretty incredible race for the men's race. 2/3 of the men dropped out. You were not one of them.
Yeah, I don't think why. I think I know. I think I have an answer for that. Like,
What is your explanation on how that all went?
Like 2 years ago, I was on the other side of the bridge. Like, I quit, and I just took my lessons, and they were the same conditions, the same competition, and it was like another try for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned my lessons and put it into practice. And one of the lesson was just dress properly to the weather and eat more and be patient.
And on that dressed for the weather note, you seemed like better dressed for the weather than everybody else out there. It was pretty gnarly conditions at times, and you were dressed for cold and rain.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do when it's raining and it's very cold. I think this year won't be the case, so like an advice for the other runners: dress proper for the weather, not so many layers, just wear proper clothes.
This is potentially like maybe t-shirt weather for the nighttime this year. The forecast is looking totally different.
Yeah. Maybe it will be a different race. I hope so. A lot of runners will just run very fast, and I'm thinking won't be so many drop-offs this year, and I hope so. It will be a good competition and a good race for everybody.
The UTMB is a race that seems to require a lot of patience. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, in my head it's a turtle race.
Okay.
And if you want to win it, just be a turtle for at least for half of the race.
Okay.
Actually, if you want to win it, just be something between for the first half, because I was thinking last year Xavier was 31 minutes before me in Courmayeur, and in the finish he was only 40 minutes before me in Chamonix.
Right.
So maybe it will be a smart thing just to shorten the gap between me and the first ones in Chamonix, Courmayeur. So actually it's a good thing, I think, to push the pedal on the first half.
But push the pedal just a little bit, it sounds like.
Yeah. And keep the reserves.
Yeah.
For the next part, which is mainly hiking, I think.
It's a difficult balance to get right, isn't it? To keep your contact with the fastest runners and the people who are pushing the pace, but not to use too much energy. I think it's something that gets a lot of people every year, not getting the equation quite right.
Yeah, exactly, and that's my struggle too for this year.
Okay.
But I have another good strength point. I know really well the track. I've done it, I guess, 8 times in training
Wow.
and in competition.
Wow.
And I know where to run and when it's okay to run and when to just pace myself, even it's the first part of the race.
When somebody finishes second place at a race and returns to the same race the next year, I can only think that they are only thinking of one thing. Are you thinking about winning this race?
Actually, not really. I'm not
Okay.
thinking to be the one who won the race. My objective is just to improve my time.
Okay.
And I know that a better time, maybe give me a better position. But a top 5 for me, it will be again a very good, a dream of mine. And top 10, it will be perfect.
Going from somebody who was, I don't know what the right way to describe it is, but like well known in your part of the world for trail and ultra running before UTMB last year to somebody that now the world recognizes for their podium finish at UTMB, how has your life as a runner changed in the last year?
I think besides more people recognize me on the streets and on the races, other races, they know my name. It's like the same. I have the same training schedule and the same loneliness periods, and actually it didn't change so much. But I have a thought to change it and go this really on the one way and to focus only on running. And to have this like my main reason to wake up in the morning.
So just so I understand that right, you said you're thinking about doing that like in the future to make running your career?
Yeah. It's a thought out in some there.
Yeah.
In me, but I don't know. It's a balance between cost efficient thought.
Yeah. Well, perhaps another podium finish at UTMB might help propel that dream along.
Podium means top 3, top 5, top 10.
I mean, technically top 3, right? But at this race, I mean, it's real hard to get top 3, as you know.
I know. It won't make any difference. The difference, it will be only in me. And even I came 7th or 25th, or even I do not finish, the decision is mine. And doesn't need to be on this race or other race.
Last question for you, and a question not about you. Are there any other runners from Eastern Europe who maybe are under the radar right now that the world should be looking out for, either in UTMB or any of the other festival races this weekend?
Yeah, sure. I'm thinking of Martin Swerch, who won TDS last year.
Now I know how to pronounce his last name. Swerch?
Yeah, maybe I pronounced it wrong.
Okay.
And other guys, I will think about them, but maybe on the women's side.
Anybody?
Turkish girl on CCC, Hungarian. You wrote it on the article.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that a lot of other good runners will be here next year's in UTMB, and I think from Romania will come.
Okay.
And they will have podium. You will be so surprised about them.
See, I need the early intel from you.
So I think Damian Bogdan will be one who will make really good. And the guys who were on the World Tour, the Trail World Championship, if they come and do races like this, they will do really good.
Watch out for them.
Yeah, sure. Watch out for them.
Well, let's watch out for you too this weekend. Best of luck to you as you make your way around the Mont Blanc Massif and try to defend your second place and improve your time.
Yeah, why not? That's a good thought. Thank you.
Why not?